got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There we go, kill. I'm here all day.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Prescott from the gun, and his first pass is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Let's go!
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Come on,
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Any weapon.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Throwing Jones. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Ready.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check 4. Topper. 55. Bravo. Hey, eat. Tighten up. Go.
Now Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, Delta. Check. Shift.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
60 yards. Hey, wahoo! Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Austin.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
You draw quarters. Get it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slack. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, foxtrot. Yo, go. Shift.
2nd and 4. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Coleman. Corey Coleman. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman, 88 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Pulled in at the 24. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. General West. Hey, orbit. Step.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Draw play, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Always a lot of great storylines when the Giants and Cowboys get together. And, of course, one everybody was buzzing about, the great young running back Zeke and Saquon, who finished 1-2 in the NFL in rushing last year. And down on the field before the game, you see those guys talking. You realize how big they are. Zeke at 228 pounds, Saquon 233 pounds. A bright future in the backfield for both of these franchises. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
1st down, Cowboys.
Check. No. I got one.
Here we go, 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike,
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you. Mike's 54.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
70, Indy.
54. No chance.
Here's Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to go for a big play down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Hey, Alpha.
Jones throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got nothing.
6-6. Pull it high.
Turn up.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch that. Joker.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We got this. Hey, watch it.
5. Shoot.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Watch 55. I got him. Mark 55. They can't hang with us. Watch out. Check three.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Alert flag. Check 50, check 50. Check.
Now Jones throwing again. He's going to let one, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just went, oh, Prescott stripped. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down now, Barkley. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Randy Gregory able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And the kick by Rosas is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's got a first down past the 30. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrell Casey, his 2nd sack of the night. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he gets it down to the 32. A crazy sequence here, a huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Nice, sweetheart.
Snap.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That's complete left side to Shepard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yard.
And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Caught left side by Cobb. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. And again, it's Prescott. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the